First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, who this world ignorantly calls God, in the name of YAHAWASHI, who this world ignorantly calls Jesus, in the Holy Spirit. In Paleo Hebrew, it's called Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashai, Bahashem, Rahach, Kodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me this truth. Salutations to all the brothers out there that's teaching this word in truth and sincerity, and peace, blessings, and healings unto the elect and the multitude, because that's why we do these videos. And today, is Memorial of the Blowing of Trumpets until Eve. It started yesterday Eve. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna make a video on it today. And also, I want to talk about this. Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson unleashes a bizarre rant about the demic and claims it was pre-planned by unnamed elites to take away human rights. So their own tongue is falling upon themselves, man. This is the dude right here. Also, I wanted to talk about this. Maui police chief was incident commander during 2017 Las Vegas mass shooting, man. He a puppet. They turning that island to an Epstein Island. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. Okay. This dude, the CIA actor, or who knows? You know what I'm saying? Freemason actor. All right. Like I said, today is a memorial to blowing the trumpets. So let me get some scriptures on that. Leviticus 23 and 24 says, "Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, in the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall you have a Sabbath, a memorial of the blowing of trumpets, a holy kind of convocation, and you shall not serve work therein, but you shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh Shemashah." So this is a high holy day, you know what I'm saying, that we're supposed to keep. Okay. This is Numbers 10:1. It says the silver trumpets. It says, "And Yahweh Shemashah spake unto Moses, saying, Make 2 trumpets of silver, of a piece shalt thou make them. Thou shalt mayest use them for the calling of an assembly, and for the journeying of the camps. And when they shall blow with them, all the assembly shall assemble themselves to thee at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And if thou blow but with 1 trumpet, then the princes which are heads of the thousands of Israel shall gather themselves unto thee." So, you know, trumpets make different sounds. You blow it for this, you blow it for that, It says, if thou blow but 1 trumpet, then the princes which are the heads of the thousands of Israel shall gather themselves unto thee. When you blow an alarm, then the camps that lie on the east part shall go forward. When you blow an alarm the 2nd time, then the camps that lie on the south side shall make their journey. Thou shalt blow an alarm for their journeys. But when the congregation is to be gathered together, you shall blow, but you shall not alarm. You shall not sound an alarm. And the sons of Aaron the priest shall blow with the trumpets, and they shall be unto you for an ordinance forever throughout your generations. And if you go to war in your land against the enemy, okay, and we are at war today, man. We are prisoners of war. It says, war in the land against the enemy that oppresseth you. Who's oppressing us, man? It says, then you shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and you shall be remembered before Yahweh Shemashah, your power, and you shall be saved from your enemies. So what are the prophets doing right now? They are blowing that trumpet, man. Okay? They are blowing that trumpet. Point blank period. It says, also in the day of your gladness, and in your solemn days, and in the beginnings of your months, you shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings, and over the sacrifices of your peace offerings, that they may be to you a memorial before your power. I am Yahweh Shemashah, your power. So, man, it's just crazy what it says right here, and if you go to war in your land against your enemy that oppresses you, because we are at war right now, man. We are not in a time of peace, What does Joel chapter 2 say? It says, blow you a trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. And how is this happening today? Yahweh Shemashah sent his prophets last. They're prophesying on the street corners. Noah was prophesying for 120 years. Okay, and then the flood came. He was blowing that trumpet with his mouth, man. Okay, same thing that the prophets are doing today, on the street corners of America today, on the internet today, blowing the trumpet, telling Zion to repent, man. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is not at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains of great people and the strong, there have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them as a desolate wilderness, yea, and nothing shall escape them. So, man, you know, the prophets, the teachers, they're blowing, the trumpets, in America, man, point blank, period. And some people are taking heed and some people are not taking heed. And if you don't take heed, you're going to get left. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to assemble yourselves when them trumpets are being blown. You're going to be over there, okay? Just like it says in Numbers, you're supposed to gather together. If it you blow one sound for the princes, you blow one sound for this, you blow one sound for this, but you blow one sound for the enemies and their oppressors, man. You know what I'm saying? This is 1 Corinthians 14:7. It says, and even things without life giving sound, whether pipe or harp, except they give a distinction into the sounds. How shall it be known what is piped or harped? For if the trump give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle? Okay, and you have certain churches, you know what I'm saying, these two-third priests, you know what I'm saying, these two-third pastors, they're blowing an uncertain sound. They're not getting the people ready for YAHAWASHI's arrival. You know what I'm saying? Because before YAHAWASHI arrives, all hell is going to break loose on the earth. Jacob's trouble is going to be taking place. You know what I'm saying? They're not teaching our people the right things to do. They're blowing an uncertain sound, man. And they're going to get punished for that, man. They're scattering the sheep. Jeremiah 23. It says, "Woe to the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah. Therefore, thus say Yahweh Shemashah, God of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people, you have scattered my flock and driven them away. You ain't got them ready, man, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith Yahweh Shemashah." Y'all people done out here, man. Y'all giving that uncertain sound. You're not getting the sheep ready. Let me get this, because there's a time for everything, okay? Like it says right here. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to break down, a time to build up, a time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance. And what did Yahweh Shemashah say? What times are we in right now? Okay, it is better to be in the house of mourning. All right. Ecclesiastes 7:2, it says, "It is better to go into the house of mourning than to go into the house of feasting," because we will go into the house of feasting in the kingdom, man. For the time is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. This is why Yahweh Shemashah is making us go through certain things right now, because it is preparing us for the kingdom, man. We're going to be perfect, okay, in the future. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of the fools is in the house of mirth. And a lot of people going to find out, man. In the times we coming into, it's not going to be good. A time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. This is what the time I'm in right now. I ain't in the time I'm embracing nobody right now. I'm going through my trials and tribulations. A time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rant, a time to sow, a time to keep silence, and a time to speak. A time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. We're at war, man. We're at a spiritual war right now against Esau, Edom, and Satan and these demons, man. I'm saying, so we don't have time to be playing around. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. And Yahweh Shemashah set us up to do these videos, so we don't have time to be blowing no uncertain sound. It just is what it is. This is a time of war. We ain't at a time of peace right now. We'll be at a time of peace when YAHAWASHI comes. Point blank period. So moving on, I wanted to get this. Wisconsin, Ron Johnson, he made a bizarre rant. He went on a bizarre rant while appearing on Fox News and claimed the pan was planned by unnamed elites. And we all know this, man, point blank period. If you've been living under a rock, you don't know, but we already know this. So what does it say? What's going to happen in the last days? Job 5 and 16, 15 and 16, it says, "Thine own mouth condemneth thee, and not I. Yea, thy own lips testify against thee." So, these people are going to start exposing themselves in the last days, okay? Because some Edomites, they're not with it, man. They see this evil plan taking place, and they're like, man, this is too far. I got this yesterday, but I'm going to get it again. Psalm 64, it says, "Hear my voice, O God, and my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity." So we know the elites exist, and they got a secret council, man. Who wet their tongue like a sword, who bend their bows to shoot their arrows even with bitter words. Moving down, they encourage themselves in an evil manner. They communicate and snares privily. They say, "Who shall see them?" But everybody sees them. Jumping down, it says, "So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away." Okay, so their own tongue shall fall upon themselves, because you don't become a senator without being a part of this group. Okay, but some of them are going to turn on each other, man. This is Satan versus Satan, man. You know what I'm saying? And this was prophesied to happen. They're all going to turn each other. They're all going to turn on each other in the end. Okay. It says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but he have what? An end. Okay, and what is Esau Edom's end? Them nuking each other. Okay, EU and NATO nuking America. Them turning on each other. Yahweh Shemashah is basically dividing them. Okay, just like he did us. You get what you get, man. Okay, he divided us, right? The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom split. The Assyrians took the northern kingdom down, and then the Babylonians took the southern kingdom down. And who helped them? Esau Edom. He was saying, raise it to the foundations thereof. Yahweh Shemashah said, okay, I'm gonna divide your ass. Okay. Let me get this. A lot of people don't think that YAHAWASHI came to divide. You out your mind, man. This is Luke 12 and 51, and this is in red. It says, "Suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth." Okay. Ain't no peace coming to the earth. Peace is gonna be when you in them chariots. Okay, when you get called up, it's peace. Until that happens, all hell gonna be breaking loose. And you better hope, Lord willing, Yahweh Ratazah, Yahweh Shemashah protects you from all those things. It says, "Suppose ye not that I come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division, man." Okay, so this is what Yahweh Shemashah came to do. Okay, divide and conquer the enemies and bring the Israelites together. The remnant, okay, the elect and the multitude. That's it. Everybody else through. Okay, so it's gonna be Satan versus Satan out here. They're gonna be divided against each other, and then they're gonna have then they're gonna fall, man. Okay, it says the same thing in Daniel's 2 and 42. It talks about them being divided as well. But you can go read that. Maui Police Chief was incident commander during 2017 Las Vegas mass shooting. And this is just another example of Yahweh Shemashah bringing everything to light, man. Okay, because like I said yesterday, none of these people are going to be able to hide what they're doing anymore, man. This is Luke 12 and 2. "For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known." Like I said yesterday, Yahweh Shemashah has poured his spirit upon all flesh. Okay, and that buzzword, like I said yesterday, climate change, that's a buzzword. And you got it. Right when that's said, you got these Edomites, these truthers, Israelites, you got us. We know something's going on. And everybody putting their attention on that. Okay, they getting all the documents, they reading who the police chief. Oh, he was the police chief over there in Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So everything they can't hide anything anymore. This is why the internet's gonna be cut off. You know what I'm saying? Like I said yesterday. This is just some other information, to let you know that these these elites, they wicked, man. Okay, got a police chief over there. He was over there during the time of that. He was probably set up to make that city docile. The same thing in Maui. He was set up to make that place docile because if you look at what happened, let me go over here to Twitter real quick because I like something. So they can kill everybody, man. That's you make them docile, so they're not ready for the plan, not ready for danger when it comes. They gave an uncertain sound. Okay, Memorial to blowing the trumpets. The elites gave the people of Maui an uncertain sound. They didn't get the people ready. Okay, you just witnessed the biggest land grab of your life. School was canceled. The water was turned off. The escape route was blocked off. All Hawaii officials were off the island when the fire occurred. They didn't sound alarms. Man, this is spirit, man. They did not use the phone system. They did not use the phone system alert system. And then there's a lot of more other stuff, but like it says right here, they didn't sound the alarms, man. But we sounded the alarms for our people, man. You better repent, or the sword gonna come down on your ass, and Yahawah Shah not gonna protect you. Esau got a lot of weapons, okay, and he gonna use them on the 2/3, point blank period, okay. Um, you know what? I'm not even gonna get the chariot video. I'll get that later. So this is all I wanted to talk about. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me this truth and call Allah Yahawah Shem Shabbat Shem Kakadash.